Hi, I'm Margie.
And I'm Barb, and together we are the
Real Marketing Mavens.
And today, what are we talking about?
Today we're talking about above the marketing noise.
Noise! Wow! Okay.
In other words, how to make your brand heard.
Yes, when I started in marketing years ago.
Years, decades, ages.
It took 5 plus or minus 2
Oh boy,
times.
I wish we could go back to that time.
Yes, because now you're bombarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like 22, 25 plus or minus 2 times. And people are wearing, our producer is wearing a logo. Their logos are all over the place.
Yeah, they are. And, when you consider social media, you are seeing you're just bombarded with ads. And how many of them do you notice, really?
Oh, well, you do have to get through. That's why you do a marketing mix with your toolbox.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a good idea. It's almost like we learned something in our decades in marketing.
And one of the things you got to learn is that you heard the adage, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And if you make that picture move visually, video, it garners even more.
Wow.
So the key is to use a lot of visual and to make sure if you can, you do video. And eventually, we will make it a professional looking video, but we're doing what we can to help everybody.
That's right. And limit text. I learned, I was reading something the other day and somebody said, you put your ad together or whatever it is you're doing, your social media ad or postcard or a newsletter, for instance, which I do a lot of, go through it and take out 5 words from something. And so I just keep going through paragraph after paragraph after paragraph and taking out words, and just make it as tight as you can with as few words as you can.
A real good idea would be 1 sentence, 2 sentences, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point.
Yep.
So that
Keep it
people
tight.
keep it tight. And a lot of the things now are called infographics, which is like a cartoon that has limited words on it. And it just attracts the eye but gets your message across. Which
I think some of the funniest ones recently have been the coronation things. Things that memes that have been going around. They're just hilarious.
Definitely. But you also make sure that it's your brand. If you're using a cartoon graphic, if you're using visuals, your color, your image, your logo, all make it consistent. I had an opportunity this past month I was asked to critique and place an ad for someone else, which I didn't do because I will not critique someone else. I would be upset if someone asked me that. But I looked at it and I knew the business that they were going to place this ad for. The colors were wrong. Had like 25 different fonts that were there, and it was just a jumble. And
it is a jumble, and it doesn't speak to your brand. I recently kind of rebranded a little bit, and I now have specific colors I use, specific logos I use, specific everything, pictures, slogans,
or your unique selling proposition. And
here comes somebody's calling
in. They're calling in right now.
So you got to keep it consistent, and you've got to be clear, and that all of that helps make your brand clear, doesn't it?
It does. And it makes it easily identifiable, so you get above the marketing noise. Yes. And that's just a great tip for today from your Real Marketing Mavens. We are the
Real Marketing Mavens.
Real stories,
real women,
real results. Check out our website.